Today we're standing at a critical crossroad, one that will shape the future of sustainability in the United States and beyond. The upcoming US election presents a stark contrast in political leadership, particularly regarding environmental, social and governance or ESG issues. The outcome will have profound implications not just for American businesses and investors, but for the global sustainability movement as a whole. The growing importance of ESG. Why is ESG more important now than ever? ESG has transcended its origins as a niche concern and has become a mainstream priority. Today, businesses and investors are increasingly scrutinized for their environmental, social, and governance practices. This election will determine how these priorities are regulated, enforced, and promoted, whether through legislative support or market-driven incentives. The path we choose will set the tone for future corporate responsibility, environmental policy, and climate change. When we examine environmental policy, the differences between Democrats and Republicans are clear. Democrats advocate for stringent environmental regulations, pushing for renewable energy adoption and aggressive climate action. They see environmental sustainability as crucial to long-term economic stability. On the other hand, Republicans prioritize economic growth and energy independence, often advocating for deregulation and continued support for fossil fuel industries. Their approach is more focused on short-term economic gains, potentially at the expense of long-term environmental sustainability. Social responsibility and corporate governance. Turning to social responsibility and corporate governance, we again see distinct approaches. Democrats emphasize social equity, labor rights, and corporate accountability, often supporting policies that enforce these values through regulation. In contrast, Republicans typically advocate for free market principles, pushing for less regulatory oversight and greater flexibility for businesses. This fundamental difference in governance philosophy will significantly impact how companies operate and are held accountable in the future. Investor pressure and market response. The election's outcome will also reverberate through the investment community. Under a Democratic administration, we can expect ESG investments to gain momentum, with markets increasingly favoring companies that align with sustainability goals. Conversely, a Republican victory might ease regulatory pressures, potentially leading to more varied market performance among companies depending on their level of ESG commitment. The stakes are high and investors are closely watching to see which direction the country will take. Global implications. Finally, let's consider the global impact. A Democratic administration's commitment to ESG could galvanize international efforts towards sustainability, inspiring global initiatives and fostering cooperation on issues like climate change and human rights. On the other hand, a Republican focus on deregulation could slow progress, particularly in critical areas such as climate action. The US has a significant influence on global trends, and its stance on ESG will inevitably shape the international agenda. In conclusion, the US election represents a pivotal moment for ESG. The choice between Democrats and Republicans is more than just a domestic political decision. It's a decision that will shape corporate strategies, investment trends, and global sustainability efforts for years to come. As we approach this election, it's crucial to understand the far-reaching implications of each path and to consider how our decisions today will impact the world of tomorrow.